What is up guys, Cash back again, and with all the hype and anticipation of the Winter Soldier finally coming to Avengers, I wanted to talk about a major detail about Bucky, or more importantly this version of Bucky, that some players might not be aware of, and that's the question of will this version of the Winter Soldier be a super soldier? I don't think it's a stretch to say that a lot of fans were introduced to the Winter Soldier through the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so that's the version of the character most are familiar with, but the MCU and the comics have two very different takes on the character, and it begs the question of which version will Crystal Dynamics borrow more from for their take on Bucky. So let's jump into it. So for those of you who don't follow the comics, the Winter Soldier was introduced back in Captain America Volume 5, Issue 1, Out of Time, and his story in the comics is pretty different from what we got in the MCU. And the main difference we'll focus on in this video is the fact that Bucky isn't a super soldier in the same sense as Captain America in the comics, although he is listed as operating at peak human abilities similar to Batman. So seeing him be able to lift grown men with one arm isn't uncommon. But peak human and superhuman are two different things, and even Captain America's abilities vary between the comics and the big screen. Where in the comics, he's more of an enhanced human versus being superhuman, which is why he's not on the level of someone like Spider-Man, whose strength and feats go well beyond anything humans are capable of. But how will Bucky be presented in Avengers? We know that all the heroes in Avengers are currently getting buffs and tweaks to make playing as them more fun and engaging, and they're also receiving updates to their traversal, which hopefully includes bringing the speed up for all heroes and allowing heroes like Captain America and Black Panther to really shine. But if Bucky isn't in the same tier of physical abilities as Cap and Black Panther, then he should at the very least still be stronger than heroes like Black Widow and Hawkeye, because he still should be scaled up to peak performance, meaning his athleticism and agility should be well ahead of someone like Clint, who's definitely in great shape to be able to run around with the Avengers, but still he's meant to just be an average guy with a very particular set of skills. If Bucky is indeed a super soldier, then he should definitely be more formidable against enemies like the Exos and the Super Adaptoids, since his punches and kicks will have a lot more strength behind them, and having him be able to zoom across the map going from one objective to the next should definitely be on the table. The MCU doesn't make it clear how Bucky actually scales against Captain America, because he's never shown to attempt any of the feats we've seen from Cap, like holding cars and helicopters, but he can go toe-to-toe with both Cap and Black Panther, so we know he's strong, we're just never given a clear idea of his upper limits. Honestly, I don't think he'll be scaled down significantly if they ultimately choose to have this version of Bucky not be a super soldier, meaning he'll still be pretty quick and agile, as well as visibly stronger than Hawkeye and Kate Bishop, so we could ultimately be splitting hairs, but it's an interesting conversation nonetheless, and I think because most people are more familiar with the MCU's take on Bucky, they expect him to be a super soldier, and I wouldn't be surprised to see the team lean that way for his backstory. But we'll learn more about that as we get closer to his release, and now I'll pass things off to you guys. Do you think this version of Bucky will be a super soldier? And if not, do you think it'll make much of a difference? Let me know down below, and make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more Marvel's Avengers content every week. And if you're interested in picking up Avengers merch, shop with Fandom In, and make sure to use my code in the description to get an additional 10% off. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.